On Tuesday, April 2nd, a series of natural disasters successively struck several states in the United States, causing severe consequences, especially in the city of Lexington, Kentucky. This incident activated a series of tornado warnings affecting millions of people, while alerts for extreme weather conditions were expanded to encompass a larger region, from the Ohio Valley to Tennessee. Strong winds combined with heavy rainfall led to the collapse of numerous structures and inflicted serious damage in the afternoon of the same day. In the face of the devastation caused by these natural disasters, authorities were forced to close several highways. At the same time, they also faced significant challenges in rescue efforts, including the urgent repair of broken power lines and the clearing of fallen trees and debris in order to restore security and ensure safety for the affected areas. The Central Storm Forecasting Center has issued a warning that Ohio and Kentucky, along with parts of eastern Indiana, are facing a high risk of extreme weather. According to the latest forecast, by noon Central Daylight Time, these areas are classified as Level 4, moderate on the agency's 5-level assessment scale. Many places in Kentucky and southern Ohio, including major cities such as Cincinnati, Columbus, Dayton, Lexington, and Louisville, are within the most affected areas due to natural disasters.
Yep. Wow, this is some trees. Oh!
In response to the harsh weather conditions, local authorities have issued a tornado warning for central Kentucky and Tennessee, applicable to Nashville and its surrounding areas, expected to end at 3 p.m. Meteorologists warn of the potential for strong and possibly long-lasting tornadoes moving from Indiana and Ohio southward into the Mid-South throughout the evening. China, with its ancient lands and vast territories, also couldn't escape the catastrophe. Terrifying floods swept through the provinces, including the capital, Beijing, casting shadows of annihilation and turning daylight into moments of nightmarish survival. Starting from July 29th, at least 16 provinces and cities in northeastern China endured record rainfall and flooding due to Storm Doksuri, the fifth storm in the Pacific in 2023. Beijing experienced the heaviest rainfall in 140 years. The rainfall exceeded 60% of the usual annual rainfall in just 83 hours. August even brought more extreme rain and storms, exasperating the monsoon season as the whole country faced landslides, flooding, and flash floods, putting immense pressure on the flood control areas and infrastructure. The terrain in northern China is higher in the west and lower in the east, causing rainfall to typically accumulate in the west of the North China Plain and flow eastward into the ocean. The ordeal didn't stop there. On September 2nd, Typhoon Sahola made landfall in southern China, forcing over 880,000 people to evacuate. The most affected were rural cities, especially Zhaoquan, Hebei Province. As a city of over 600,000 residents, almost all streets and towns in the Zhaoquan area were submerged, with water levels reaching 6 to 10 feet. In some instances, the second floors of apartment buildings were flooded, and most of the city experienced power and water outages. To alleviate flooding in Beijing, officials redirected dams, waterways, and reservoirs to push the floodwaters towards less populated areas in Hebei. The residents of Hebei Province were angry because they had to sacrifice to save Beijing. The roaring waters swept through the landscapes, turning roads into rivers and houses into tragic ruins. After awakening, they left nothing behind but the horrifying echoes of their fierce onslaught, a brutal reminder of their ruthless and ferocious visitation. Disaster reports are appearing more frequently and are filled with heartbreaking images, capturing the essence of human vulnerability in the face of nature's powerful wrath.
We lost our Mabel. God dang it.
Emergency services have worked tirelessly, battling against the waters in heroic efforts to save lives and bring a glimmer of hope amidst the wreckage. In both countries, the aftermath of disasters paints a scene akin to war zones, with ruins where proud homes once stood and desolate streets that are eerily foreboding. The recovery process seems akin to a massive mountain that needs to be climbed, while the remaining communities have to rebuild not only their physical surroundings but also the shattered spirits of the people. Here is some advice for everyone, especially residents and tourists in the areas frequently affected by storms and floods. When facing floods, being proactive and responsive is key to protecting lives and property. Firstly, during the forecast and warning stages, closely monitor information from meteorological agencies and the government to understand the situation and have an action plan. Important documents and properties should be carefully stored in a high and dry place. If possible, be ready to take them with you when evacuation is necessary. In case of ongoing floods and evacuation orders from authorities, comply without hesitation. Avoid flooded areas and hazardous paths where unpredictable water flows can sweep away anything. Always maintain communication and update information from reliable sources for specific and timely instructions. After the flood, when safety announcements have been made by competent authorities, carefully check before returning home. Any damages and arising issues need to be reported immediately to receive timely support from authorities and the community. Take meticulous care of your health, especially after exposure to floodwaters, to ensure that no unexpected health problems arise later. Remember, the preservation of human life is always the top priority. The superstorm in Dubai devastated everything. The floods in France caused severe damage. Hailstorms viciously attacked China. Welcome to the natural disasters caught on camera. Severe flooding has struck the Pas-de-Calais region of France, causing widespread disruption and highlighting the growing vulnerability of the communities to extreme weather events. Like a vivid picture of chaos, dozens of towns in the north of the country were submerged in water, turning familiar streets into canals. Schools closed, children's laughter fell silent, and local authorities faced an unspoken crisis. The Ah and Liane rivers, like blue ribbons, had now turned fierce, overflowing under relentless rainfall, placing the entire area on red alert. The rain from Monday to Tuesday did not cease sowing fear, raising the question, when will nature's disasters finally abate?
You like other wave?
Another 60 cities were flooded due to heavy rain in recent days and hours. More rain showers and storms are forecast, potentially worsening the situation. Around everything now, water coats all.
There's guy down there. It's the tourist information.
Since early this week, due to such weather conditions, firefighters have been deployed on about 2,500 missions. Small rivers are no longer placid streams, but have become monsters, swallowing everything in their path. In these difficult times of natural disasters, we call on everyone to share the videos and raise awareness to confront such unwanted incidents. Like a fantastical scene from a Jules Verne book, France was suddenly transformed by nature's might. In In some areas, water rose over 1.5 meters, marking record rainfall never seen before in the recorded history. As the Seine River's water gradually receded after reaching its highest level in 3 decades and forcing thousands to abandon homes, the threat shifted north of the capital, where the river encircled the city of Rouen by early Sunday. Electricity workers were also racing against time to restore the power to 11,000 households in the Paris region under difficult conditions. Amid raging natural disasters, accurate and timely information becomes more precious than ever. We urge everyone to stay updated and share useful information to help each other overcome this challenge, safer and stronger in confronting unpredictable natural events. The skies of France once again turned fierce and brutal. September 12th witnessed nature's fury in Perpignan as storms and hail created chaotic scenes. The storm brought not just strong winds, but large hailstones as well, with record rainfall exceeding 50 millimeters in just 1 hour, making the atmosphere tense and anxious. Though weather forecasts had warned of the storm, no one expected it to be so intense. The storm moved across the Catalan sky on Tuesday, eventually becoming a large stationary zone over Perpignan and the Roussillon Plain. Initial data showed rainfall between 20 and 50 millimeters in Perpignan and nearby towns. However, in some spots, like Cassius, rainfall exceeded 100 millimeters in just 1 hour and 30 minutes, making everything more difficult than ever. But now, hail is the main concern. Hailstones the size of golf balls have been reported. People should be cautious about going outside during ongoing natural disasters to ensure personal safety. Sharjah, United Arab Emirates today, faced a battle with extreme weather and an abrupt and fierce shift from calm to chaos. Since yesterday, the country has been plunged into scenes of heavy rain and sandstorms, with winds seeming to want to topple everything in their path. Dubai city authorities, like an island of calm amid the storm's warnings, received over 100 emergency calls on Saturday. Distressed residents reported fallen trees and flooded streets from the rainfall. On Sunday, they announced the temporary closure of public parks as a safety measure due to the weather conditions. Many parts of the UAE witnessed torrential downpours, leading to flash floods inundating main streets in several cities, causing abnormal disruption to movement. Meanwhile, the residents took to social media platforms to share videos and images of the storm in their area. In the period from the evening of March 21st to 23rd, 2023, Jiangxi Province, China, underwent an unprecedented intense convection weather event this year. A video captured from Kamshao City, Shaanxi, on March 22nd witnessed a spectacular scene. Huge hailstones, as if from another world, fell from the sky, creating a fierce audiovisual effect. Some large hailstones, the size of chicken eggs, fell insistently, shattering windshields and leaving deep marks on car surfaces, a witness to nature's magnificence and terror. These hailstones, so enormous they were compared to the size of a cue ball, with maximum diameters of over 30 centimeters, highlighted the frightening power of the weather. Storms of levels 7 and 8 are expected in areas of Ningdu District in the next 6 hours. Please leave your discussion comments below the video comments section. Thank you very much for your keen interest, follow-up, and enthusiastic support. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. For now, we say goodbye and look forward to seeing you in our next videos. Wishing everyone a warm day with your family.